What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So since I've done the single turbo conversion on the 335, I've had some comments asking how much that it all cost and everything. Because you get kits and stuff you can do, and that's got like a set price. Like if you buy a dog race kit it costs this, and if you do this it costs that. Now I did everything custom, so I didn't have a kit. I had to get all the parts, and then I paid somebody to build the manifold for me. So he had my car for like 2 months, but he built everything from scratch. Now there's more to it than just like the conversion cost, because the manifold costs something, yes, but what people don't think about when they do conversions like this is you've got a hell of a lot of parts that go into the build as well, and they cost something as well. So that's the fun part. Now this isn't a video of me trying to show off how much money I spent on my car or anything. It's more just like, if you want to do it, then you at least know what type of budget to look at, because it's not like I said, you can do a dog race kit, but that's not the total cost. After this video, hopefully you've got an idea of, if I've got this amount of money, I can do it, or what to aim for. Let's say you've got a 335i, how much money do you need to actually do a single turbo conversion? Because it's more than you think, I can promise you that. Even if you buy a kit, that's not all you need, as I found out. Because I know what are in the kits and I know what I needed. So let's start the list with the parts you need, because you need parts, and then it was the conversion costs on top of that. I'm going to use my phone because I can't remember all the prices on like at the top of my head. So the parts consist of the turbo, intercooler, charge pipe, wastegate, boost pressure sensor, because you've got to upgrade that, boost solenoid because you need something to control the boost, spark plugs, upgraded spark plugs, so you can go call the spark plugs, a JB4, something to control this whole thing. Otherwise you put in the turbos, you're going to have one map. With the JB4 at least you can control between the maps. It's just safer as well, especially while you are diagnosing problems, because the JB4 can go into safe mode, whereas if you just go single turbo and you run the car and there's something wrong, you're gonna blow shit up. So the JB4 is always a good idea. MHD, because you run an MHD backend license. MHD is in control of the tuning of the fuel, and the JB4 is in charge of everything else. The oil catch tank, that's not really necessary, but it's something I put in. Blanket for the turbo, that's very necessary, you don't want to melt stuff. Exhaust tape, and then an upgraded fuel pump. That's all the stuff we needed. Now the prices on that: turbo and oil feed was 7,000 rand, intercooler was 6,600 rand, charge pipe was 2,500 rand, wastegate was 1,300 rand, boost pressure sensor was 600 bucks, boost solenoid was 800 rand, and spark plugs was 1,500 rand, which is bloody expensive for spark plugs. JB4 was 4.5, they cost more than that, but I got a good deal. MHD license is around 1,000 rand. The catch tank is 600 rand, the heat shield was 560 rand, the exhaust tape was 260 rand, and the upgraded fuel pump was 2,800 rand. Sorry, I forgot about the blanket. That's another 600 rand, so yeah. I'm going to convert all of this into dollars as well, so you can compare better. Because like I said, we're in South Africa, so we're working in rand. But that gives us a total of 30,620 for parts, and that's $1,841. But like I said, that's just a part of it. Now we've got the parts. Now I had to take it to somebody to build me the manifold and fit everything and make sure everything works. So let's get into that. But before I tell you about the whole conversion cost, I really want to just I got a decal for my Ducati like a week ago. I really want to put it on, and I'm not just going to put it on with nothing, because there's been like a whole Ducati build going on for the last probably 6 months, so I want to put it on video. So I'm going to quickly put it on, and then we'll get into the conversion costs. Okay.
On my own, but I don't know.
Look at that bike, beautiful. Did you see the problem here? No badging. So what we can do is clean the area, nice and prachtig, and then we're gonna put on the decal. I bought a new decal from Bugatti, so that's going on somewhere now.
Me back, 'cause I won't be there.
Okay, if we look at this side, the decal is in line with this stupid thingy. It's just this line, if you follow it, goes just above. So we've got to do exactly the same thing on this side. So, there it goes, under there. Cool. Let's see if we can actually do this, because I'm quite shy. get you a nice spot to sit and watch me. What do you guys think? One side? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then the other side. 10 out of 10. Now if you knew where this bike came from, like how it looked before, that thing's beautiful now. It was like totally, I'll put in a small clip of how that thing looked when we just got it. It was in horrible condition. So the conversion, and that includes the manifold, the screamer pipes, the downpipes, the straight pipe to exhaust at the back, exhaust tips, fitment on everything, all the labor hours, everything. So this is custom. I didn't build a kit. He had the car and he fitted everything for me. Okay. So the total on that was 17,050 Rand, which is around $1,033. Sorry about the doggies barking in the background. I'm outside, so you're gonna hear dogs. Anyways, so the total between the parts and the actual building of the manifold and everything was around 48,000 Rand. Well, 47,700 Rand, which is $2,867. Now this sounds a lot. It sounds like a lot of money. It really does. And it is a hell of a lot of money, especially for me, because I'm still 21. So that 50k is a hell of a lot of money for me. I can't believe I spent it, but it was totally worth it. I mean, yes, it was 50k, but that car sounds awesome. It pulls really hard, and I haven't even done the ethanol yet, so that's just gonna get better. So yeah, I spent around 50,000 on the car. Couldn't be more happy. And the reason I think it's really actually a good deal is, remember, to buy a new car is around 200,000 Rand. That car cost me 140,000 Rand. I spent another 50 on the car, so we're in about 190. If you look at cars now, I'll put a picture up of a few cars. All of them are over 200,000 Rand, and it's just like a bottom end little 1 liter car. I've got 500 horsepower, a big BMW with a lot of space, awesome sound, runs like hell for less. So it's really not that bad if you think of it like that. So what are your other options? Let's say there's nobody in your area that can actually build a whole manifold and everything like I did, because I went for the custom route, but you do get kits. Why didn't I go for a kit? That's the big question. Okay, I'm just gonna close the door. Why don't I get a kit? That's simple. Kits are quite expensive. Actually, they are much more expensive. If you look at the cheapest kit you can get, I think it's One Performance. I've got their price on my phone. The One Performance kit, which is like, it's not genuine Garrett turbos, it's not precision turbos, it's cheaper bolt turbos, that's just how it is. And I'm gonna lie, I don't have a genuine Garrett, I've got a Japanese turbo or Chinese turbo. The plan is for me to go to a precision 66, 67 or whatever you call it, the bigger one, or a Gt35 Garrett. But at the moment I'm running the cheaper turbo. But this kit, the One Performance kit, is literally the same turbo, exact same turbo I've got. But it doesn't include, remember, mine includes, my list includes the fuel pump, it includes intercoolers, it includes charge pipe, blower valve, full installation, the JB4, the MHD license, all of that stuff. The one kit, One Performance kit, is literally just the manifold, the downpipe, the plumbing for the turbo. I think that's that, and bolts maybe. Maybe an intercooler, I'm not sure. But it's not a fuel pump and all of that stuff, it's not a JB4, and that's the cheapest kit you can buy at this moment. And they go for around, let me just quickly double check, I don't want to lie to you guys. They go for $3,318 US. My total was 2,800 Rand, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 2,800, basically 2,900. So mine including the JB4, the MHD, all the parts, charge pipe, everything, wastegates, all the cock. My total was less than the cheapest kit you could buy. And remember, I stay in South Africa, so then I would have had to pay 3,300 plus shipping to South Africa. So that would have just been crazy, a lot of money, much more expensive. But then let's say you've got a lot of money and you buy like a dog race kit. Now the dog race kit, I think, is the most common one with the N54 motors. A lot of people like to do the dog race because of other people do them. So it's like, it's a well-known one. Everybody knows it works and it works fine. So dog race kit with the same size turbo I've got, because I've got a 62mm turbo. They go for around $4,500 US, which is basically double what I paid, almost. And then you get the Motive single turbo conversion kit. Now they are the most expensive, but I've got to say Motive own the fastest N54, or not fastest, the most powerful N54 in the world. They've got 1,000 wheel horsepower N54, and their kit goes for $8,000 US, which is a lot of money. That's really expensive for a single turbo kit. I mean, if you take the most expensive dog race one, I think it goes up to like 5,900. But then you've got like a freaking truck turbo. That thing is huge. So the Motive one is expensive, but they do have the fastest N54. So at the end of the day, you know exactly what it costs. I'm not trying to brag or anything. This is literally just me trying to help people that want to buy either that own a 335i and wants to go single, or people that are just, they've got open options. They want to buy a car and build it, but they don't know what the final build cost is going to be. So now you know, this is what it costs, even with the kits, because I even throw those prices in, or if you just go custom. And I think many people don't even think about the route of going custom, because you always think it's more expensive. But I went the custom route, and it was cheaper, because I mean, mine with all the parts. I upgraded my fuel pump. I've got the JB4 to control everything. I've got the boost pressure sensor from my M3. I did the step 2 quarter spark plugs. I did everything. That car is sharp now, for cheaper than the cheapest kit that doesn't even include half of the shit I've got. So that's a good deal, if you ask me. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you could hear what I was saying while I was outside, because the freaking dogs were barking and people talking, and I was sitting far away from the camera so that it looked cool with the bike behind me, because I thought that's gonna be a cool shot, eh? And it's probably just not gonna, you're not gonna be able to hear me, but it's fine, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informative, sort of. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers, eh?
You're the light that makes me blush. I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're